Violet Sky Media presents. Hi, I'm Tal Anderson, creator and executive producer of Harry Yarns, a serial horror podcast featuring original creepy tales inspired by real-life occurrences, legends, and myths. Harry Yarns is performed and pre-recorded in Los Angeles, California. Each episode is scripted, where the story will be performed, not read. And at the end, Kayla and I take some time to talk a little bit about the true original circumstances that inspired the tale. Today's episode of Harry Yarns, Feline Navidad, is produced by Violet Sky Media and tells the story of two roommates and their strange holiday encounter. The holidays aren't usually a time for spooky stories, but don't blame me. Blame the people who created the myth that inspired this scary holiday yarn. So, even though it's the time for joy and cheer, celebrate the holidays with us, the Harry Yarns way. Sit back and enjoy episode 4, Feline Navidad, written by me, Tal Anderson, and performed by myself and Kayla Cromer. As usual, listen till the end to find out the details and creepy circumstances of the legend that inspired us to write it. Tully, you home? I got so many great things. Great stuff. Good boy. Tully? Alexa, shuffle holiday music.
Here's a station you might like. Holiday Favorites on Amazon Music.
Here you go, Barney. Sit. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are.
I'm home. Whoops. Barney, move.
Hey, watch out. I shopped all day for that stuff.
Just tell me these bags are the things for Sophie.
Of course. I think I went a little overboard, though. But she's your niece, and she's moving to Iceland, so you need to... Barney, sit! Make the most of her visit.
You're the best roomie ever.
Yes, I am. Sit! How much time do we have before your sister drops her off?
Karen said 5. It's 4 now, so an hour?
Oh my god, we need to hurry. We have a ton of stuff to set up in the guest room.
Okay, show me what you've got. Let's do this.
I got everything. It was so much fun to shop for a little kid. Look, cool unicorn sheets and a fuzzy comforter.
So cute.
Ooh, I got these hanging starlights and a matching comfy beanbag chair.
What are all the wrapped ones?
Well, I had to get actual presents. I mean, it's Christmas, so I got some jewelry and socks and the Harry Potter books and some iTunes gift cards. The store wrapped them. The perks of shopping on Christmas Day.
You kept the receipts, right? Because I owe you big time. I'm so sorry, but I had to be at that meeting.
What? No, it was so fun. Happy to do it. Oh, look at this. That Scandinavian store on March was open today, and I got all of these toys, but look at this one.
What is it?
It's a felt board, like a flat dollhouse. I had one when I was a kid, and I played with it all the time.
Oh my god, that is so adorable. Let's set it up so she can play with it when she gets here. We're not going to have her open her presents until after my sister leaves.
Oh, Karen's not staying?
No, she's just dropping Sophie off. They still have a ton of packing to do. They leave in 2 days. I can't believe they're moving all the way to Iceland. It's so far away, it feels like the North Pole.
Well, it is the North Pole.
Not really. Wait, is it?
I'm just kidding. It's really far regardless. I know you're gonna miss them, but at least you got one more Christmas night to spoil your niece. Wait, they're leaving in 2 days? Wow. Well, then tonight, this is the North Pole. Barney, stop! Let go! Oh my god, look at these. They're so cute.
Well, you're right. It's still Christmas, so this is going to be an extra special one she will hopefully remember. Even if it's her second one today.
I don't think she's gonna complain. Look, a cat! I think this felt board is my favorite thing. I hope she loves it.
I'm sure she will. Wait, are these all the bags?
I don't know. Check the foyer.
Do you want a glass of eggnog? We still have eggnog.
You check for more bags. I'll get the eggnog.
Hey, there's no bags in the foyer. Do you think you left some in the car?
No, I don't think so. What are you looking for?
The clothes. Did you get the things on the list, like the pajamas and the unicorn sweater?
Oh, shit. I totally forgot the clothes. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, you got so much stuff, and she's gonna have a lot of fun.
Are you sure? Do you want me to run out? I guess I got carried away shopping for all the fun stuff.
No, it's fine. Let's just have fun with her. She won't even know they're missing.
Well, ho ho ho.
Happy holidays.
What the heck? Barney?
What is going on? Barney?
Barney! Come here, boy!
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Go check the back bedroom. I'll check the basement.
Lana!
Tully?
Lana!
What is it? Are you okay? Tully! What happened? What are you doing?
Lana? What are those? What are they? They look like giant claw marks.
I don't know. What the heck? They're huge. How can they be
What the hell was that?
Oh my god. We need to get out of here.
We need to find Barney. Do you think it has Barney?
Barney!
Barney?
Barney! Come here, boy. Let's go. Grab your purse. Let's get out of here. Come on!
Wait, what's that?
What?
That! Right there on the floor. That black thing.
This? It's the cat from the felt board. How did it get over here? That's weird.
Leave it. Let's go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Karen! Sophie! Run!
Happy holidays, everyone. That was our original and festive hairy yarn, Feline Navidad. And it's really the first story we've written that is based on a real and international legend or myth.
Specifically, it's based on the lore of the Yule Cat of Iceland, which is a story known by all children in Scandinavia. The origins of the legend come from the ancient old tales of troll cats, and the story of the Yule Cat is tied to other famous Scandinavian troll holiday stories, including the legend of the alpine monster Krampus, and stories of the winter witch Grilla, who eats naughty children along with her sons, the Yule lads.
I love this folklore so much because it's super scary at a time when everyone is supposed to be eating cake and opening presents and singing. It's the opposite of Christmas spirit, actually. I mean, the story of the Yule lads, for instance, is downright horror movie worthy.
That's true.
They're barely human, and they're actually the sons of not one, but two terrifying troll monsters. And as the story goes, the lads traveled down from the mountain where they lived to snack on children and bring food back to their parents. No children were safe, because child-eating trolls were on the loose all year round. At the height of the legend, all the poor Icelandic children were so scared that most of them refused to leave the house. So in 1746, the government just outright banned the stories.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But unfortunately, the story was already part of folklore, so they couldn't completely get rid of it.
So they just changed the story.
Right. And from that point on, the story of Grilla and her sons was changed. She supposedly would send the Yule lads down the mountain 13 days before Xmas instead of all year round. And instead of eating the village children, the Yule lads were instructed to spread holiday joy by putting small gifts in kids' stockings instead of spreading fear, which was a serious change to the story.
Boo. Back to boring.
In fact, this was way before the creation of the Santa Claus myth, and is thought to be where the whole Santa filling stockings tradition came from. The Yule lads were even dressed in red and white suits. Even though the powers that be successfully cleaned up the Yule lads' reputations, they couldn't completely erase the creepiness that surrounded them. I mean, when the Yule lads visited and left gifts for kids, they supposedly would leave rotten potatoes if the children were naughty, and they all seemed to have very disgusting habits, despite their generosity.
Of course they did.
So, for instance, one, steals and licks all of the wooden spoons from the houses.
Ew.
And another steals meat with his hook, and another is a peeping Tom and looks in all of the windows.
Ugh, gross and rude. So, what does all this have to do with our story, you ask? Well, the specific myth that we were so interested in is actually a part of this Icelandic winter folklore, and it's called the legend of the Yule Cat. The Yule Cat's name is Jólakathurinn, and he's a giant black cat and the pet of the Yule lads. He's terrifying, and it makes sense because cats can be ferocious. It's a folktale to scare children, but it's also a reminder not to underestimate a cat or to piss one off. So, he's a pet cat, with a few major differences. 1, he's giant, as big as a house. 2, he eats children too, just like the Yule lads and their parents.
Of course, it's a family pastime.
Right, well, he's a troll cat after all, but the Yule Cat only comes on Christmas, and he doesn't eat the children until after they have opened their presents.
It's so specific, I love it.
This is why I really like this myth, because what the heck? And in true cat form, he's very picky about who he eats, and he only eats the children who don't receive new clothes for Christmas. So the kids who just get toys, they're doomed. This cat takes fashion police to a whole new level.
Which is so random.
I know, right? But that's really the whole reason for the story. Clearly, the legend was started by parents who made it up so their kids wouldn't complain about getting clothes for Christmas. Talk about gaslighting.
The worst part is that families who couldn't afford new clothes as presents were left with terrified children who were afraid to leave the house until after Yule.
Yeah, the story is problematic for so many reasons, but I love it because it's so random. Plus, it's about a cat, and Christmas horror stories are hard to come by.
But there's pretty much a horror story for every occasion, lucky for us. So everyone, that was the inspiration for our holiday episode, our 4th hairy yarn of the season. We hope you enjoyed it and our original story. And with that, we want to wish everyone happy holidays and a very happy new year.
We have a lot of hairy yarns scheduled for the new year, so please subscribe to hear new podcast episodes. And follow us on Instagram at Hairy Yarns Podcast for updates on new episode releases and behind-the-scenes information and clips.
And follow Tal and I as well at the Tal Anderson and at Kayla Cromer Official. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening, everyone. Enjoy all the things the holidays bring, and we'll see you in 2023.
Happy holidays!
Enjoy the season! A special thank you to Adobe and SAG-AFTRA. Hairy Yarns is produced in Los Angeles by Violet Sky Media, and audio production is done by Tal Anderson.